Cancer, Leo, to your February Astrodice reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. We have a big energetic month coming for such a small month. We're starting it out with the full moon in Leo on the 1st, and then we have the 14th, Valentine's Day, a portal activation, and then of course we have the 17th, which is going to be the Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year, enter the fire horse, say goodbye to the snake, and bring in that new moon in Pisces, and then on the 25th, we will have Mercury retrograde. Yeah, here we go. Let's get it. For those of you who are new, this is where I take astrology with tarot and make a small horoscope for the month using only one of the 12 houses. So let's get in here, Cancer, Leo. Best message. What do we got here, guys? Ooh, going to the 3rd house with some Pluto energy. Gemini style. Okay. Pluto going straight for that transformation, huh? Taking on a big transformation. Getting ready for that horse energy to come through. Your ability to transform, take a big leap forward, and rebirth. Gemini style, gonna have a lot of communication. Okay. The energy is communicative, mischievous, lively, witty, and informative. Stimulating exchange is possible. And going straight into the 3rd house. Your potential to learn something in your local neighborhood. Ooh, what are we learning? Okay, getting straight into the beginning of the month, middle of the month, and the end of the month, and see what the situation is. Transforming through communication and exchange to find out something that's going to help us out. Hopefully help you out, right? Positive movement forward. I like that. That's a good way. You know, you have that Leo full moon, you know, that's pushing, and you guys have that Leo in you, so it's going to push you dynamically. You're going to feel on fire. You're going to feel intuitive. You're going to feel courageous, and take that energy. Take that. And if you're not feeling it, sit down, meditate for a minute, and allow that energy to come to you. And just sit in that energy and allow your creativity and allow that Leo energy to, you know, spark up your mood and change everything around you. Most of you are not going to even have to do that. You're just going to feel like, I'm limelighting. I'm the bomb. I'm Leo. Here I am. I've got Leo in me. I'm just going to allow the Leo charm to come through, right? Victory and success. So I'm already liking this and letting go of what no longer serves you. You're like, you know what? I'm not going to hold on to this anymore. I know that I was supposed to get rid of it. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and do it now. And that's the energy that's actually coming through. The energy is, I've got this positive movement for it. I understand what needs to go, and I'm going to go ahead and throw it away. And you know, for the full moon, that's a good thing to do. Let it go, because that's the whole idea about that. And this is good for your heart's desire, right? This is to get your desires, to get to your, you know, where you need to be. I can feel like you guys are in the waiting game, okay? And that things have not been completely activated the way you want things to be activated for you. But if I remember right, on your New Year's, when that horse comes through, if I remember correctly, she comes in like a firebolt during this time, if I remember correctly. Not positive though, but I think that was you. So it's okay though. I mean, you know what? Just let it do what it's supposed to do, and let's go, right? Okay, so let's get over here and grab a couple of cards. Having the victory and success, and getting to the heart's desire. When it comes to the Empress, yeah, you have the 2 of Cups to the Empress. So if if you're learning about love, or you're learning about this person, this new person who's got your heart's desire, whatever the situation is, guys, okay, I'm not going to say it's completely love, or it's money, or it's this or that. You'll know what it is. I'm just going to leave it there for now. We do have a lot of love on the table here. And you could be learning, right, about what this person is up to, what this person is doing. Okay, do I feel like it's mischievous? No, actually, I don't feel it's mischievous at this time, which is kind of interesting. I don't, because there's too much love. I feel like the connectedness, I'm learning about you. I'm getting to learn things about who this person is. So whoever this person is, they're going to grab your heart. They're going to grab your attention. It does not have to be romantic. It could definitely be platonic. It just could be a really good, you're going to be my best friend. We're very connected. You're going to feel a soul tie to this person. Okay. So I do feel like there is some kind of shift, that you're going to really feel this kind of an emotional awakening when it comes to this person. Because I do feel like you're learning the truth of who this person really is and how they enhance your life. Huh. You know, it's kind of funny. It says that moving on from a certain situation and then having this person come in, I feel like this is a new person who's caught your attention, enhances your life for love, for meaningful reasons, which could pretty much kind of make you cut cords with the other person in your life, stop thinking about this other person. And it's almost like they came at the right time, so you don't have to worry about the ex. You don't have to worry about, you know, anything else. Is like this person's taking your mind off of all the garbage that no longer needs to be there, that made conflict, right? Whether it's a situation or a person. I just feel like that's what their job is. Their job is to make sure that they come in to help you see clearly, allowing confusion to fade away, right? Just seeing things clearly in a different perspective. And then I don't have to even worry about those situations anymore, because shit, I'm not even worried about what, you know, what Kelly's doing anymore. I don't care what the bitch is doing. You know, for a long time I was like, are we going to be friends anymore? And, you know, but now this new person's come in and you're just like more worried about, you know what, you want to go to the movies, you want to do this, you want to do that. You see what I mean? So you're not even thinking about whatever it was that was holding you back in thought. Excessive, it could have been excessive thinking. But now this person, this situation is taking that away. It's an energy exchange is really what it is. I like it. And I do like that because it's going to transform you. Don't forget about the Pluto. Don't forget about the Pluto, okay? Because the Pluto is saying it's letting it go and it's transforming things into better conversations, better things. Going into some Virgo mode. Patiently planning. Wow. Stepping into your power for the truth. And having conversations. I see the conversations because I see the throat chakra here. So I do see that there is some conversations coming out of this situation. So I do feel like there is some mental breakthroughs that are coming through as you're looking at this situation from this new point of view. Yeah, Nine of Cups. Wow. Seeing things coming back around. Okay. It's almost like you can't unsee what you now know. Now whatever has come to the truth with the Empress has brought to you this truth, this understanding, this new friendship, this new whatever it is. It's like you can't unsee it because now you know exactly what's going on. And it could have been the way that somebody was treating you, mistreating you. How about putting it that way? How they were mistreating you, how they were guiding you into the wrong directions, how they were breadcrumbing you, and how they were being very impatient and keeping you on some kind of fish line. I feel like you were on their fish hook. This is what's going on. This is no commitment. This is stringing you, we're just going to say it, stringing you along. How something in your life was stringing you along with no potential of going anywhere. It was just there to do nothing. And this person's making you understand this has no potential. There is no potential. It's nothing. They're just there stringing you along for this situation. And now that you see and you have that understanding and what you learned in the third house about them, now you're going to say, you know what, I'm so glad that I did walk away from this situation. I'm so glad that I did in the very beginning of the month say, you know what, I really didn't need that. I knew I didn't. But now that I can see it in a new perspective, shit, I could really see how that was actually bringing me down, how that was holding me back That's what it is. Absolutely. Holding you back from your future, holding you back from future, maybe love. Because if you're only entitled to be strung along and be breadcrumbed by this person on some kind of understanding that I'm always going to be there for you. I love you. And then they're never there. What about all the other loves that come into your life? What about all the other potentials that are there? You're missing out on new beautiful people. You're missing out on new connections. You're missing out on new job opportunities by allowing yourself to sit over here for some crap ass pay. You see the point that I'm saying? So now your eyes are wide open. And, whether or not this is a real person or this is, because I'm going to say it, because some of you are going to say, that's not even a person, that was an aha moment. That was me in meditation as my higher self. That's fine. That's fine. So the person that you're saying is spirit. Fine. Your spiritual higher self, your guardian angel, your intuition, your mind, whatever. It doesn't matter. The point is that you have this greater understanding now in the third house of how the real stimulating exchange is possible. And I still feel like this is a real person. I just want to say that for the majority of you. I don't think it's your higher self. I think this person really is walking into your life and they're really showing you how much you missed out on their love, or that there could have been love. But you know what? I don't really feel that you missed out on anything just yet. It could feel that way. Because if this is truly a true love, this is divinely guided towards that time period for the time now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because the time was now. Did you miss on other little things? Could be. But were they important? It doesn't matter. The point is the understanding is, how long am I going to allow myself to sit at a shit ass job when I could have been making more money? But now we got to get into the woulda, coulda, shouldas. But it's always good, though, when you have that new perspective, because now you know where to wield your magic. You know where to take your action. You have this better understanding that, it's a good thing I got out of Dodge when I did, because I could have missed out on this opportunity with this inference. I could have, if that's a new boss, that's a new job, that's, new love. And that's the way it is. And you could have. Because you could have said, oh, no, inference, I can't, because I'm over here being breadcrumbed by this person who doesn't want a commitment to me, and they're always hurting my heart. But I love them. But now you can turn around and say, well, they obviously didn't love me the way that maybe I was giving and showing them throughout the past, because this is the shit that they've been doing to me. And the inference is saying, but that's not love. Let me show you what real love is. Let me show you what real job is. Let me show you what real money looks like. Let me show you. Do you see? That's what's real. That's the breakthrough. Jeez. That's empowering. That's where your 9 of Cups is coming from. Let me show you what's real. Let me show you where you're not going to settle. You will learn not to settle. You will settle for what you need to settle with until you can move on to something that's better. And when you know that there's something is better, then you'll be able to move on. Because sometimes we do have to settle in a job, right? Because then we realize, I got into this job, I don't really like it, but I have to go find another one before I get out of it. I'm not going to go get out of a job before I have another one to go to, right? Here we go. Communication, end of the month. Not looking at the toxicity, but seeing the partnerships and alliances that are there with the new beginning and the triumph and success. Oh my gosh. Yep, no more toxic partnerships, no more toxic relationships, no more toxic work, whatever it is. So it does look like you're emotionally detaching from these illusions, from this toxicity, through these breadcrumbs, all these things, and really stepping into your clarity. Definitely your confidence and your power for sure. And definitely your wisdom, because we do have the wisdom here. And this knowledge is going to become your overall strength for this situation. So you're really learning the truth and everything is changing around you. Wow. And this is going to allow that fire horse too to come through, to really pump everything up. So that way you can, really stay where it is that you need to stay, which is within your prosperity. There's that inference again. Okay, guys. That was awesome. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.